Well, Michael, Wellington this weekend as we edge a little bit closer to finals. Is a happy camp right at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. We're obviously three games away from knowing where we're going to finish the season, and I feel as though we're carrying some good momentum going into the finals. But obviously, there's 3 games separating us and that certain spot. So we're definitely not there yet, and it's probably the closest season I've been a part of in the A-League. And that's why every game is so important now.
I know Joseph said last week that the time for experimenting and learning all the game plan and that stops. It becomes all about competitive football at the moment.
Yeah.
How is that working?
Good. I think everyone's on the same page. We know we've come a long way as a team this season, but like he said, we really want to be in the finals and we really want to go as far as we can. I don't feel as though anyone in the club has a goal other than the grand final and winning the grand final. We really believe that we can do it this year.
Where's improvement come from between now and say those 3 weeks to make sure you're around?
I think we just got to keep doing what we've been doing, to be honest. We played probably one of the best games of the season last week against Sydney. Last time we played Wellington here, we also played a really good game. So I think if we can just keep doing what we've been doing, play our style, play our game, which is always harder to do away, especially in Wellington. So if we just do that, I'm pretty confident we can get 3 points.
Looks like Therio won't get up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the go is with him. I'm not sure exactly the status of his injury, but obviously he didn't train today. I'm not sure if he's travelling, but it's something you're going to have to ask the coach or medical staff.
It's not ideal to have so many changes in positions, injuries at this time?
Yeah, I guess so, but I mean, we've got a pretty strong squad. We're lucky in that aspect, and I think we're lucky in the sense that because there has been so many, well, not that many, but because there has been injuries this year, everyone's gotten a fair few games under their belt and are very confident and very comfortable playing within the side. So whoever slots in is going to do the job, and everyone's confident in each other.
I guess another upside's playing different positions. I mean, yourself, you've been around the park and thrived in changing different positions this year.
Yeah, I've played left wing and left back a lot. Left wing obviously is natural to me because it's where I grew up playing, and left back is where I've been playing in the last 3 or 4 years. So for me, it doesn't really matter where I play. I just want to get 90 minutes every week. But like you said, we've got a lot of players in this team that can play a whole heap of positions, and that's always good for a coach to have.
Just your future. Obviously, Utrecht still have your contract, and they're hovering on relegation, and maybe a lot hinges on that as well.
Yeah.
And then you being at the World Cup, a lot hinges whether you're there or not, what they do with you. I mean, have they talked to you yet about it?
Yeah, as it stands, I have to be back in Utrecht mid-June sometime. But like you said, at the moment they're not doing so well that they've never been relegated from the top league. So if that did happen, it would be a massive event at the club. So I'm pretty confident they'll be able to stay up. But like you said, there's so many events between now and next season, obviously, depending on how well we do here, and hopefully I can keep my form up. How they do, if they stay in the top league, and also my personal situation if I do go to the World Cup or not. There's so much still to happen, and it really is a bit frustrating for me as a player, not knowing where I'm going to live in 2 months even, because that's the reality of it. But that's the life of a footballer, so just got to keep going, and whatever happens, happens.
So is that pre-season, mid-June?
Yeah, mid-June's when they start pre-season over there. So as it stands at the moment, I mean, nothing's. I mean, as it is at the moment, I'm still contracted there next year. That's the reality of the situation. So whether that changes or not, I guess it depends on the next couple of months.
But at the same time, the Socceroos kick off their first match as well. So
no.
Where would you rather be?
Well, of course, if I'm there, then that changes things. But of course, I'd love to be in Brazil. That's what everyone would want to be doing around that time. So obviously I have no answers yet, and it's obviously a bit difficult for me as well, not just as a footballer, but I mean, it's difficult not knowing where you're going to live in a couple of months. So.
And the other thing too, I think Ange, he's going to make his mind up maybe by the end of April on the World Cup squad. Just maybe it doesn't happen for Brazil, but there's also the Asian Cup. So I mean, you've got another important 9 months coming up. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a massive. I mean, it's always a big time for the national team, but obviously a World Cup year, and now with the Asia Cup as well, especially in Australia, it adds a massive importance to this year and the start of next season. So it is very important what happens in the next, not just the next month, but like you said, the next 8 months, because the Asia Cup is another amazing experience to be part of, hosted in Australia. So it's a very exciting time ahead.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
mate.
No worries.